Kevin Johnson. Klitschko at 38 years of age. He has a 3-inch height advantage. He had a 3. So we're underway with Kevin Johnson and Vitali Klitschko.
No, until you get in there. So right now, you know, Vitali Klitschko it looks like he's just keeping that left hand out in front.
See the 3 judges that will score the fight. Right hand.
I understand Kevin Johnson keeping his left hand down so far because of the fact that, you know, Vitali has it.
Even though he's a shorter man, maybe a little better his actual jab reach than Klitschko.
It's a huge step up in class for Johnson.
Now I know sometimes he usually sticks that jab out there and sticks his head in there. He's taking his time. You know, he's not getting hit too much. One thing he's doing is laying against the rope.
That he's difficult to reach even with Kevin Johnson's jab.
Klitschko able to square up and he punches Johnson. Tapped him to the body in a very to the corner of Kevin Johnson.
And here you see Klitschko's early aggression. He's, you know, he's in range right now. He's not doing too much, just trying to get in that left jab. You know, there's not too much power behind those punches. Most of those punches.
Charles Dewdrop Young, the trainer. Kevin Johnson, the kingpin.
Again, Vitali's pouring with that left jab. He's not throwing it. He's elected just to throw that left jab right now.
Klitschko tries to get that long right hand in there.
Those rounds. These early rounds went big.
Klitschko, a good body shot, got a right hand.
Knowing that, you know, that's where he's got open. So, you know,
these early rounds are dress rehearsals for the later rounds for Klitschko, and that he's throwing available to him.
Put a little power behind the last right hand. That see the CompuBox numbers for this one. There's that hook from Klitschko. Got one of them in. And round number 2, a little bit better.
You see a Klitschko left. Actually pretty sparingly with his punches. Overhand right. This is where Kevin Johnson comes across with that right hand. His whole body's forward. Really step back around and get back on balance.
Round 3.
Kevin Johnson's problem is Johnson's not a big puncher, and he's already put himself in a position to win on points.
The way how Klitschko's throwing that right hand is
something that's bothering you, and something's not.
His opponent Kevin Johnson to forget about his right hand and then try and place it in there. See any kind of attack, he's got that back foot ready to spout.
Johnson tries to counter.
He's holding back. I don't really see Johnson trying to counterpunch too much like he should.
Fight against a big, strong guy. It's understandable he might not kind of shake the nerves of the early rounds. He does seem to be
not to be standing still. He should be moving and not making himself such easy targets.
Johnson tried to double up jab, missed with.
Yeah, with a couple right hands by Klitschko here. And this is Johnson countering, very effective punch. He should counter it not only with one hand.
Vitali Klitschko. You know, Bob, Kevin Johnson's doing the usual thing, laying on the ropes.
He doubles up on the jab hitting air. He may be well advised to start throwing that at the Klitschko's body more often.
Definitely get in there, or even sometimes to the back. He needs to mix up his punches a little bit.
Awkwardness and that head movement that you've talked about.
And they need to get used to them. Kevin Johnson's getting used to it out of the way.
It's there, Kevin Johnson threw the jab to the body, and Klitschko, not only did it land, Klitschko was forced to
that
reach.
Could hurt him, and even cause some damage, a cut or something.
End of round 4. That was about a 90-second.
Johnson seemed to have.
Yeah, we did not hear the open scores. They might have had to follow up a big puncher against much lesser competition. He's got to be falling behind big on the scorecard.
I mean, if he loses this round, he'd have to, but he has been learning.
Just 15. Former NBA star Darryl Dawkins, and he worked in home.
Conserving a lot of energy and getting hit, which is the main thing. Moving his head radically and, you know, doing a good job at it.
Time a Vitali Klitschko fight went the distance.
He's obviously also a natural defensive fighter.
Gang hand.
Klitschko, when Vitali Klitschko lost to Chris Hurd.
His right hand, there we've seen earlier in the round. And this is what he needs to do. He needs to throw those type of punches. Seen him throw a good right hand yet, but his jab's working effectively.
John's been relaxed, seems pretty confident. Cut right eyelid earlier in the bout. Never really in any kind of danger. Can Kevin Johnson break out of his profile and actually do something
to this fight? Kevin Johnson set a technique to take advantage of all of Klitschko's mistakes that Johnson played. Johnson's now gone longer in the fight. Ariola has the passion to not simply survive, but to win. And that's one of the Ariola, a real big following in spite of the fact.
I mean, this is something you have to practice in the gym, trying to get hit by this big guy, but you have to wage some type of... If you don't do him in the gym, you got to do him in the ring. Or you won't do him in the ring.
Not exactly with the physical profile as you, Lennox, but... And the difference was your desire to actually...
Your opponent. Wait. Meanwhile, Vitali's throwing his punches. Keep on doing what I'm doing. Try and make his survival, like Max says, impose my will on him.
Good right hand there.
And so far, as vulnerable as Klitschko seemed times against an opponent who really wasn't doing much offensively, hardly losing a round, and that's what Klitschko continues to do here.
John tried to counter, fights pressure, but doesn't try to counter. One of the rare times that he opened up. So the final round under Watson just not busy enough. Love to see him take a chance. What we're talking to Kenny Bayless about.
Mac, I think you're right when you said this is turning out to be a rocky fight.
It's all great. I mean, it's fun and fans are getting a kick out of it, but what does it all mean? Who's the move?
You know, most of the guys that fight him are just shaped to go 5 rounds, or they're not trying to Germany, trying to beat them.
Good combination by Klitschko.
Johnson, it seems.
Yeah. Looked like there was a window to do something special. 1 minute to go.
Shows you Klitschko's criticism at times for the way they win, but pressure fighter, volume puncher, boxer, slip.
The opponents they put in front of them, but you know they need to really step up with the opponents. And
finally, Kevin Johnson lets his hands go. Oh, now he's going after Vladimir. Bad.
Easy seeing the loved one in there.
Throughout the fight. Didn't let Johnson get in his head. Here are the final punch numbers. Vitali Klitschko throws over.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Bern, Switzerland, Omar Mintoun and Fabian Vitali Klitschko.